Have you ever wondered why some women seem so close and yet so distant? Why you can make her laugh, text her every day, but still feel like you're not truly connecting? Or worse, have you ever felt her slowly pull away and you didn't even know why? The truth is, most men miss the hidden emotional triggers that women rarely talk about, the vulnerabilities they secretly wish you understood. And ignoring these silent weaknesses, it can silently sabotage your relationships before you even realize it. In today's video, I'm going to reveal the 10 hidden female weaknesses that every man must know if he wants to build a powerful emotional connection. These aren't the obvious cliches you've heard 100 times. These are deep insights most men never even think about. And trust me, once you understand them, you'll see women respond to you in ways you never imagined. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand why women behave the way they do, you'll also know how to naturally create trust, attraction, and emotional intimacy without trying too hard or second-guessing yourself. If you're serious about mastering connection and understanding women on a deeper level, make sure you hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below. Tell me, what's the biggest struggle you face when trying to truly connect with a woman? I read every comment and would love to hear your experience. Number 1, craving emotional safety over anything else. When it comes to building a deep connection with a woman, emotional safety often matters more than anything else. More than your looks, more than your bank account, more than your clever jokes. Emotional security is what she subconsciously seeks first. A woman needs to feel that when she opens up, she won't be judged, criticized, or dismissed. She wants to know that her emotions, no matter how confusing or intense, are not going to scare you away. Many men underestimate this, thinking that solving her problems or offering advice is the fastest way to win her trust. It's not. In fact, trying to fix her too quickly often has the opposite effect. She doesn't want a mechanic for her emotions. She wants a safe harbor where she can express herself fully without fear. Emotional safety means being able to sit with her vulnerability, to listen deeply, and to resist the urge to control the outcome. When a woman senses that you're emotionally stable, that you're not rattled by her sadness or fears, or even her anger, she naturally lets down her guard. That's when true connection happens. That's when attraction deepens beyond surface-level games. If you can be the man who listens without judgment, who creates a space where she feels truly seen and heard, you become irreplaceable in her life. And that is far more powerful than trying to impress her with anything external. Number 2, physical attractiveness can't compete with emotional connection. It's easy to believe that physical attraction is the most important thing when it comes to winning a woman's heart. After all, society constantly pushes the idea that looks are everything. But here's the truth. While a woman may notice your appearance at first, what keeps her around, what truly captures her heart, goes far beyond the surface. Emotional connection will always outweigh physical attractiveness in the long run. Women are deeply emotional creatures by nature. They crave a bond that makes them feel understood, appreciated, and valued. If you rely solely on your appearance without developing a deeper emotional connection, the initial spark will quickly fade. She needs to feel that you get her, that you are present with her emotionally, that you see who she is beneath the surface. This is where many men stumble. They focus too much on external qualities and overlook the invisible bridge that ties two souls together. Emotional depth, empathy, genuine listening. These are the traits that create lasting desire. A good-looking man might turn heads, but a man who can make her feel safe, heard, and emotionally alive will capture her heart for good. If you want to be unforgettable to a woman, shift your focus inward. Strengthen your emotional intelligence. When she feels that deeper connection with you, no amount of flashy looks or superficial charm from others can pull her away. Number 3, her fierce independence sometimes masks deep vulnerability. At first glance, she seems unshakable, confident, self-reliant, and determined to take on the world alone. She carries herself with strength, and it's easy to believe she doesn't need anyone. But beneath that fierce independence often lies a tender vulnerability she's learned to protect at all costs. This hidden softness isn't weakness. It's a survival mechanism built from past experiences, disappointments, and the harsh lessons life has taught her. Many men misinterpret this strength as a wall that can't be climbed, or worse, as a sign that she has no room for love or connection. In truth, her independence is often a shield guarding her deepest hopes, fears, and desires. She wants to trust. She wants to lean on someone. But she needs to feel that you're worthy of that trust, that you won't take advantage of her openness if she dares to let you in. If you could be the man who patiently sees beyond her armor, who respects her strength while gently inviting her softer side forward, you'll experience a part her few ever get to see. It's not about forcing her to change or pushing your way through her defenses. It's about creating a space where she feels safe enough to show you the pieces she usually keeps hidden. Earn that trust, and you'll have something far more precious than her admiration. You'll have her true, unguarded heart. Number 4, her need for validation is deeper than she admits. Even the most confident woman, the one who seems to glide through life with effortless grace, quietly battles doubts you may never see. While she might present herself as strong and self-assured, there's often a hidden craving beneath the surface, a need for validation, for reassurance that she's loved, seen, and valued. Society teaches women to downplay this need, to act like they're above it, to pretend they don't care what others think. But deep inside, she often wonders if she's enough. Enough to be loved, enough to be chosen, enough to matter. She may seek small signs, a compliment that feels sincere, a text that shows you're thinking of her, a look that says she's the only woman in the room. These seemingly tiny gestures can carry enormous weight. The danger comes when men mistake this need for weakness or insecurity. In reality, it's simply part of being human. When you acknowledge her worth, not through grand gestures, but through consistent, honest appreciation, you create a connection that goes far beyond the surface. You don't need to flatter her endlessly or bend over backward. You just need to make her feel seen without making her feel small. A woman who feels genuinely validated will naturally open up, trust more deeply, and love more fiercely. In the end, it's not about inflating her ego. It's about nourishing the quiet parts of her soul she's afraid to show the world. Number 5, her silent fear of being replaced. No matter how independent or secure a woman appears, there's often a quiet fear lingering deep inside. The fear of being replaced. It's not something she'll openly talk about, and most of the time, she may not even consciously recognize it. But it shows up in subtle ways. The hesitation before opening up, the tension when you pull away emotionally, the slight insecurity when you mention another woman, even casually. This fear isn't about jealousy in the childish sense. It's rooted in a deeper, more painful place. The fear that she might not be enough to hold your attention forever. That despite everything she gives and everything she is, someone else might come along and sweep you away. And in today's world, where options seem endless and distractions are everywhere, that fear feels even more real. When you're truly committed, your actions, not just your words, are what soothe this fear. It's in the way you stay present, even when it's inconvenient. It's in how you make her feel chosen, even when you have 1,000 other things pulling at your time and energy. Understanding this silent fear doesn't mean you have to walk on eggshells. It simply means you stay mindful. You recognize that loyalty, consistency, and deep emotional investment are not just gestures of love. They're the anchors that calm the storm she's too proud to admit is raging inside. Number 6, the paradox of controlled vulnerability. One of the most powerful yet misunderstood traits a man can possess is the ability to be vulnerable, but only in the right measure. Women often find themselves drawn to men who are emotionally available, but there's a fine line between showing vulnerability and oversharing. The key is balance. Too much vulnerability can create a sense of weakness, whereas too little can make you seem emotionally unavailable or cold. A woman wants to feel like she can connect with you on a deep level, but she doesn't want to feel responsible for fixing your problems. The man who opens up selectively, not oversharing or unloading his emotional baggage onto her, is the man who captures her attention. He shows his emotional depth without letting it define him or his actions. Control vulnerability allows you to share your struggles, fears, and aspirations, but always from a place of strength, not neediness. It's about revealing just enough to let her see the real you while maintaining emotional stability and personal power. This dynamic keeps the attraction alive because she feels both trusted and protected, knowing you can handle life's challenges without losing your composure. The paradox lies in showing your emotional side without relying on her for emotional support. A man who manages his emotions with grace and control attracts women effortlessly because he embodies a confidence and resilience that women deeply admire. Number 7. Women are programmed to test your strength. Most men don't realize that women are constantly testing them, often without even knowing they're doing it. These tests aren't about being difficult or playing games. They're subconscious ways for women to assess the strength of a man. Through these subtle challenges, women seek to determine if a man is truly confident, stable, and capable of handling the complexities of a relationship. A woman might challenge your opinions, question your decisions, or even create small conflicts just to see how you respond. She might pull away emotionally to gauge your level of insecurity or act disinterested to test your commitment. These actions aren't signs of disrespect. Rather, they're tests to determine whether you have the emotional resilience to handle the ups and downs of life and relationships. If you react to these tests with insecurity, defensiveness, or excessive emotional reactions, you'll lose respect in her eyes. However, if you remain calm, confident, and unfazed by her challenges, she will see you as a man who can handle life's uncertainties with strength and grace. The key is to never react emotionally to these tests. Respond with certainty, confidence, and calmness. If she challenges you, stay firm in your beliefs without being defensive. If she pulls away, let her come back naturally. Passing these tests without fail will ensure that you become the man she can't forget, someone who is emotionally strong and unshakable. Number 8. Confidence in the face of rejection is irresistible. Rejection is one of the most dreaded experiences for most men, but it's something that every man must learn to face with confidence. The truth is, women are drawn to men who handle rejection with ease, because it signals an unshakable self-worth. When a man can brush off rejection without getting emotionally flustered, it shows that he is in control of his emotions and does not rely on others for validation. Many men are afraid of rejection because they tie their self-worth to the approval of women. They fear that a no means they are not good enough. However, the men who embrace rejection with a calm and composed attitude attract women effortlessly. This doesn't mean being arrogant or dismissive. Rather, it's about maintaining your confidence and walking away with your head held high. If a woman rejects you, simply respond with a relaxed attitude. No worries, it's your loss. Have a great day. When you don't let rejection affect your mood or confidence, it shows that you have an abundance mindset and that you don't need her approval to feel good about yourself. Women are drawn to this kind of self-assurance because it suggests that you have options and you don't depend on anyone for your happiness. The key takeaway here is this: stop fearing rejection and instead embrace it as a natural part of life. When you stop needing approval, women will start pursuing you because confidence, especially in the face of rejection, is one of the most attractive qualities a man can have. Number 9, the power of emotional control. Emotional control is an essential trait that many women secretly crave in a man. When a man is able to keep his emotions in check, even in stressful or challenging situations, it signals that he is both mature and in control of himself. It's one thing to have emotions. It's another to let them govern your actions. Women appreciate men who don't react impulsively to every situation, especially when things get tough. Whether it's a disagreement or a difficult conversation, the ability to remain calm and composed is a huge plus. Emotional stability shows that you are reliable and can be counted on even in the face of adversity. When you maintain your composure in emotionally charged moments, you create an environment of safety and trust. This is incredibly attractive because it makes women feel secure around you. They know that no matter what happens, you won't lose your cool, which gives them the freedom to express themselves openly without fear of overreaction. By practicing emotional control, you demonstrate that you are strong enough to handle anything life throws your way. It also shows that you value the relationship enough to manage your emotions rather than letting them dictate your behavior. A man who has emotional control is not only viewed as more mature, but also as someone who has the capacity to lead, protect, and nurture a relationship in the healthiest way possible. 10. The desire for depth over surface-level connections. Women often crave depth in their relationships, preferring meaningful connections over superficial interactions. While physical attraction may draw someone in, It is the emotional and intellectual bond that truly keeps them invested in a relationship. The desire for depth goes beyond just having a good conversation. It's about sharing vulnerabilities, supporting each other's goals, and creating a foundation built on mutual respect and understanding. For a woman, a connection that goes deep means being able to discuss anything, from her dreams and aspirations to her fears and insecurities. She seeks a partner who can engage with her on a level that transcends the surface. Someone who can listen without judgment, validate her feelings, and share in her joys and challenges. This kind of bond fosters a sense of security and belonging, which is vital for maintaining long-term relationships. What makes a relationship truly meaningful is not just chemistry, but emotional intimacy. Women want a man who shows genuine interest in their lives and is willing to invest time and effort into understanding them deeply. They appreciate someone who doesn't just skim the surface, but is willing to delve into the nuances of their personalities, their hopes, and even their past. Ultimately, this quest for depth is a reflection of a woman's longing for a partner who can provide a sense of emotional fulfillment. It's not enough to simply be good-looking or fun to be around. A woman wants a man who can connect with her on a profound level, someone who is willing to go beyond the surface and form a lasting, meaningful bond. Throughout this video, we've explored the core weaknesses and desires that many women experience in their relationships. From the need for emotional safety to the craving for genuine depth and connection, these are the aspects that, when understood and respected, can transform your relationships for the better. Understanding these key factors gives you the tools to not just connect on a surface level, but to truly bond with the women in your life, whether the partner, a friend, or someone you're just getting to know. In today's fast-paced world, where superficial interactions often dominate, it's essential to take a step back and reflect on how we can build more meaningful, long-lasting connections. Whether you're a man looking to improve your relationship dynamics or simply someone seeking to understand the other side, the principles we discussed today are critical to developing genuine and fulfilling bonds. Here's my advice. Start applying these insights into your everyday interactions. Pay attention to how women communicate their emotional needs and respond with patience, empathy, and understanding. Remember, it's not always about solving problems. Sometimes, it's just about being there, listening, and offering support. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like it, subscribe to our channel for more content like this, and leave a comment to share your thoughts. I would love to hear how these insights have impacted your relationships. And if you think this video could benefit someone else, feel free to share it with your friends. You can also join our community to continue the conversation and dive deeper into these topics. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.